Hello, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. It is the 20th of January, and we just had the inauguration of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris as President and Vice President of the U.S. Um, the official time for the oath of office for Vice President was one of my students gave me the information. I think 11:42 a.m. and Joe Biden was 11:49 a.m. And so I'll be looking at those charts specifically with a special look at the ascendant of those charts and how that may influence what's going on, and then a couple of other things. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to do that a little later. I actually, right around that time, I started to get a migraine. Now, I don't get migraines generally. It's not the usual thing for me. Um, but I started to feel it. I couldn't focus. I had a huge blind spot. People who know about migraines know what that's like. And I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache now in my left eye. So my experience as a doctor, working with many, many migraine sufferers, is that there is a sensitivity and a autonomic difference between those who just get headaches and those who get migraines. And I've had much success with treating migraine people with migraines, who are more often female, um, for years. And personally, um, I feel like part of this, what I'm feeling, is the shift in energy. There's a real shift in energy. And I wanted to take a quick look at the first 100 days for the Biden administration. Um, and so I'm going to pull some cards. Um, what deck do I want to use? Um, I think I will use. I'm going to use the Voyager deck only because. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to use the Wild Unknown. I really love this deck. I just couldn't find it. So let's take a look at the first 100 days. Um, I loved Lady Gaga's pin, that giant dove with the uh, the olive branch in its mouth. I thought that was beautiful. I didn't hear Kamala's speech. I did hear Biden's speech, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So, and the other thing is that Biden is the 46th president. In numerology, the 46-1 vibration is the Six of Cups, which is nostalgia, really, and healing. Located in Tippereth, the Sephiroth of beauty, connected to the heart chakra, and it's all about one unity. And so it's about children. It's about identity. It is a Scorpio vibration. So it's very interesting that Joe Biden is a Scorpio. I saw a thing on, I didn't see the whole thing. I saw the end of it, but I definitely want to watch it. Frontline on President Joe Biden. And what I saw of it was really pretty amazing and kind of sad. Um, and when he did his speech in Delaware to say goodbye to Delaware as he was on his way to Washington, um, I felt a feeling that when he did come back to Delaware, it would be um, when he had passed. So I think he was saying a fond farewell to his home and his friends because he knows kind of what's ahead for him, and he's giving it everything he has. Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to collect myself. Oh, there's a cardinal, female cardinal out there. The female cardinal is usually my sister, Patty, who went um, when Trump was elected. She went to her pastor at the I think it was a Methodist church in Pennsylvania where they lived, and she's like, I want to do what can I do? I want to do something to make the world a better place. She was that kind of person. Unfortunately, shortly thereafter, she was diagnosed with cancer. And after a 2-year battle, really hard fought battle, she passed away. And she does come to me very often as the female cardinal or as the number 911, which was her birthday. So, the other interesting thing about today is that my goddess daughter is right, it may be over at this point, but today she is having her baby. This will be her first baby. She's having it in France because her and her husband are in the service, and they're stationed, I think, in Algiers, but they're having the baby in France. And it's going to be a little boy. And what's interesting about that is that she worked for um Jill Biden and Joe Biden when they were vice president and second lady. She worked in some sort of secretarial um, position, and she said that the Bidens were the nicest people to work for, which I doubt whoever took her job. Well, though whoever took her job would have been taking care of Pence and Mother, but I'm sure the same couldn't be said about the Trumps anyway. Um, Excuse me 1 second. I just dropped a whole bunch of cards on the floor. Hello. Seeing if I could bend over and get them without giving myself a stitch. Oh, they say age has its privileges, but there are other parts of age that are a little more discouraging. Another card falls on the ground. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. Ah, the Father of Pentacles. The Father of Pentacles fell on the ground. Well, that's not a bad card. Um, so let's look. The first 100 days. The first card come up, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, 27-9 in Kabbalah, Kamala Harris's soul vibration. Kamala Harris's soul vibration. So the Ace of Wands is about new beginnings, new ideas, new life, a new cycle. It is a 9 vibration. It's a 27-9 in the Kabbalah. And so it is about endings and beginnings. But this is the staff of life. This is the staff of spirit being handed to us, an opportunity to start again. Let's see what's crossing that first 100 days. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. Um, there is a certain amount of things that they're not going to be able to do, because it's not quite ready. They're not quite ready to move on it. It still needs to be looked at in a different perspective. And I believe that that is the whole coronavirus, actually, situation that we're in. This is a Neptune vibration. Um, so the Neptune is in Pisces right now. It's square the nodes. It's opposite Vesta in Virgo, creating this mutable T square with the nodes. And so we are in the middle of a pandemic, and we are coming to a point where it is peaking. It's starting to peak, and there's things that aren't going to be able to get done because we're going to be so busy just dealing with the situation that we're in. But it is going to offer some a different perspective in certain situations. So, um, and then the other thing that I'm going to mention astrologically is that on the 30th of January, Mercury goes retrograde, and it's a time of introspection, mental introspection. Mars will be in Taurus. Mars will be moving towards Taurus, through Taurus, now that it is, well, it hasn't quite made its conjunction to Uranus yet. Maybe another reason why I have a little bit of a migrainous issue today. Um, so things will move, but it's going to be slow going, and some issues with communication, perhaps. Let's see what's at the root. We have the Father of Cups. So this is Joe Biden. At the root of this is him, is his essence, is his journey for conciliation, his journey for healing. I think the Hangman is also going to be beliefs that people have, because it is a Neptune thing, that have them stuck. Let's see what's in the past. The Two of Cups coming together, unity. I feel like this is him and Kamala Harris. Him and Kamala Harris. Let's see what's in the sky. Possibilities. The Son of Wands, a rising up. This is putting your ideas and your inspirations, putting them on the road, getting them moving. So there is possibility here. There is potential for growth. There's potential for, this is a snake rising up a stav, symbolic of the rising of the Kundalini. And it is a treacherous time still. Um, but, snake venom is deadly, right? But it also can be healing. And so in the right amounts, in the right dosage, instead of killing us, it can cure us. And so, but that being said, there's great potential for spiritual awakening. Really, it feels to me like a spiritual awakening, and the immediate future. This is the seven. This is Seven of Pentacles. The immediate future is going to be getting money to people, getting the Seven of Pentacles. And the other decks is the guy like standing there like this on his shovel and seeing what's growing, and things aren't quite ready, quite right, quite ripe enough yet. And so there's going to be a lot of energy towards helping people financially. How it's seen from the outside, coming together, a new beginning. We can see heads coming together. So this is possibility of some bipartisanship, um, or a coming together over ideas, while still sort of holding your ground. So it's an opportunity Not a guarantee, but an opportunity for some cooperation. Cooperation. Let's see the domestic situation. This is the nine of wands, the battle weary soldier. Um, we are tired, and we still have much to climb, but we are. The harder the climb, the better the view. So I think that we need to continue to endeavor, being as careful as we can, but continuing to rise up and continuing to uh, foster perspective. Um, I think each step that is going to be taken by this administration may actually, it's not like you can take a step and it's done and it's over with and it's fixed, but each step is going to maybe show us another perspective on something. And so there's a need for mutability, which while Joe Biden doesn't have a lot of mutability in his chart, as I remember, Kamala Harris does. So I think she's going to be, I think it's a nice blend of energy with the two of them. Let's see, hopes and fears, first 100 days. Insanity, of course, everybody's concerned about um, the craziness and the insanity and the what is that called? Conscious dissonance. When they say one thing and they look at something, it's obviously not what they're saying, but they don't see it. Um, so we have a fear that the insanity isn't over, uh, and that we could have destruction at any moment. That's what it feels like as a fear, but it is a fear. So it doesn't necessarily have to manifest if we don't focus on it. So let's not focus on the fear, folks. Let's see the outcome. Oh, wow. The Father of Wands. Yeah, I like this. This is good. Transformation. Transformation. We had the Ace of Wands, we had the Son of Wands, and now we have the Fire of Wands, the Father of Wands. And so this is a inspired leader. It is it's about dominion. It's about being connected to spirit. Okay, let's see if we can pull a major arcana. The world. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Like to hold it in my hand and keep it company. So a lot of what they want to accomplish with the world there is pretty good. Pretty good. They are going to be able to manifest quite a bit in the first 100 days. So that's good news for us all. That's good news for us all. Um, so I will keep you abreast as to when my goddaughter has her baby. I'm really excited about it. And, this is a time of new beginnings. And and yet it's also a time of healing. It's not about making America great again. It's about embodying the best angels of our nature, to be a shining example of the possibility that people of different colors and creeds and places can live in harmony and have a reasonable chance of success. So the first 100 days, I think, is going to be a success as far as giving people the things that they need um, to take more control of their lives, because many people feel that things are happening to them and they don't have agency. This first 100 days is going to give that to people. They're going to give people back a certain amount, not everybody, but a lot of people, agency. Um, and then from there, it's up to us, right? It's from there because we can't go back to the old ways. We can't sustain it. And of course, we're going through a Pluto return over the next 2 years. Well, 2021 is not well, we're going through a Pluto return. 2021, the major aspect is a square between Saturn and Uranus. And it is an aspect of revolution. It is an aspect of individuation. It is an aspect where we can either move into chaos or we can move into a more progressive, humanitarian, um, we are our brothers and sisters keeper kind of vibration. So it's all there for us. We just have to apply ourselves in the right way, with the right attitude, with the right willingness to work, with the right willingness to listen to each other and to come up with solutions, um, guided by a vision, um, and guided by a vision and sustained by rolling up our sleeves and doing the work that's necessary, making the sacrifices that are necessary, rebuilding where rebuilding needs, fixing where fixing needs. And hopefully at some point, and this is my own thing, of course, is get the money out of politics and do something about this crazy military budget that we have. That we spend so much money and so much energy indebting our children and our children's children and our children's children to stay safe when we couldn't keep our own capital safe. Understanding that the enemy is not without us, it is within us, and that we can face the future and love thy enemy as thyself. Truly an expression of the words of Jesus. What a beautiful world it can be. And so, what can you do? You have your moment, you have your opportunity, you have this life. Live the best life that you can. Find joy in the things that bring you joy. Be willing to look at the shadow. Be willing to embrace your shadow. So you don't have to project it onto something outside of yourself. The United States will be going through its Pluto return in 2022 and 2023, and its Chiron return in 2024 and 2025. This is our first Pluto return, but not our first Chiron return. So the Pluto return is again a deeper dive into things, and the Chiron return perhaps will be a opportunity to take that narcissistic exceptionalism, crisis in identity, toxic masculine energy, the energy of coming in and war on the indigenous people. Chiron is in the Sibley chart, is in the fourth house. A lot of healing needs to be done, and we can do it. We can do it. So I'll be here for you guys. You'll be here for me. It's going to be a beautiful 2021. It's just because the orange one is no longer in power, and we don't have to hear about him every day. And it the world is not going to become less exciting. It's going to continue to be exciting with something new every day. but it's an opportunity for us to actually take an action. And we have we have people who we may not completely agree with in a position of power that has the opportunity to make some progress after so many years of non-progress. We'll see. All right, guys. Much love. My head feels better. Maybe I needed to give you that message. All right, guys. Much love. Namaste, and I will see you again soon. Take care.